Hello Pisces, this is your reading for October 2017 for love and relationships. Okay, so shuffling the cards. Cutting the cards. Okay, the first card for you Pisces is a Three of Cups. I have a Seven of Cups, the Tower, the Queen of Pentacles reversed, I have an Ace of Pentacles, so this is interesting. Lots of water energy, which is your element here in the beginning, and now we're shifting to these Pentacles. And then we have a Six of Wands reversed. I have a Four of Swords reversed. Two of Wands. And then a Seven of Wands. So all of a sudden, Wands comes out of the gate here, and that fire in conflict with the water. I kind of see some of you who might actually be attached to someone with fire energy. So I want to look at your major arcana. You only have one. And that is the Tower. So a few things about the Tower. This is a situation where an unexpected event. It's definitely about our ego, but it's also an event or some type of news that comes and just rocks your world, just tears everything down. Now, this doesn't have to be sort of like a physical or literal destruction. It can be issues with your relationships, the metaphorical and the psychic destruction. Okay? But it's definitely where the Tower is about you being focused and centered on something that's important to you or you think is important, and then destruction comes and you're kind of taken aback. And keep in mind, Pisces, some of you can be very hypersensitive, okay? Especially if things don't go your way, or if someone that you care about in a relationship disagrees with you, or they take a different direction than what you want, and you kind of take that really hard because you're so idealistic about love, and there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, when we look at the first three cards from your past influences, we have that Three of Cups, the card of affection and love, and even a happy celebration. Maybe some of you Pisces are celebrating an engagement or a new milestone in your relationship. And then you have this Seven of Cups. This is about making a decision, choosing one of those cups. But it's also the card of procrastination. It's the card of fantasy and daydreams and just having so many things that emotionally you're attached to. It's very difficult to choose one. And I kind of see this Tower here sort of clashing with your idealism and happiness and joy and this wonderful relationship that has got you ecstatic almost, okay? And it's sort of like ruining your chill here because someone, like I said, it feels as if you're coming back down to earth, that someone has sort of disappointed you. And you're taking it personally. You're really like, you know, why would you do this? Why is this happening to me? one scenario that's coming to me is someone who decides to break off an engagement, or someone who's backing away from commitment in a relationship, and it's just totally it's just tearing down all the happiness and joy that you had going into the month of October. So some of you might already be experiencing a little bit of that with the Tower. It's not, in different situations, the Tower is not as devastating as it looks, but it's definitely a blow to your ego or your aspirations. It's usually something you didn't expect. You thought everything was going well, and then the Tower comes along and just throws a complete 180 into everything. Everything turns in a 180. So the energy of Pentacles, we get the Pentacles, which is slow. We get the Pentacles, which is related to the material world and grounds us and forces us to look at real life, the living situation, the finances, the logistics of having the relationship, the practical aspects of communication and being together. So this Queen of Pentacles is reversed. And that is always interesting because it could mean an actual person, man or a woman. The Queen of Pentacles, she's the goddess. She's one of the goddesses of prosperity. She's the sister daughter of the Empress. So when the Queen of Pentacles shows up, there's contentment with life and prosperity and your home and your family. So when it's reversed, lots of practical issues that are sort of getting out of control with the Queen of Pentacles. Maybe there are arguments about money, arguments about getting the bills done. But I also see this Queen of Pentacles in regards to the free-flowing water, the Pentacles, which represent Earth, coming after the Tower. This Queen of Pentacles in reverse is sort of this negative experience where you have to start looking realistically. The Tower is forcing you to look realistically at the logistics or problem in a relationship. And there could be some of you who are in relationships where some of the issues that are causing difficulties are about money, supporting the family, children, okay? But it's not just the material part of it. Pentacles represent practical thinking, being logical, being rational. And sometimes when the Queen of Pentacles is reversed, you have these feelings because queens always address the internal and the introspective aspects of our energy. The kings are the outward manifestation of that energy. So we get a little bit of jealousy, accusations, not being rational. And that could apply to either person in the relationship. Now, in the center of your spread, you have an Ace of Pentacles. And this Ace of Pentacles, for some of you Pisces, this is new opportunities in communication and dating. And aces represent beginnings as well. So just keep in mind that it feels like there's some of you on a romantic journey, maybe new relationships, and you are excited about this new opportunity, someone that you've met, okay? And it just feels as if you want to, that new opportunity just sort of shot you straight into the stratosphere. You're over the moon and you're just happy. But the Queen of Pentacles is sort of getting in the way here with the Tower. It's almost like the Tower has introduced this, you met someone, you're excited about that person, you already feel emotionally destined to be with that person, but then the practical aspects where maybe this person lives in another state, this person has is going through a divorce. That's the type of thing I'm thinking of when I see this Queen of Pentacles follow the Tower. Okay, so when these wands start coming up here, it could actually be a person, you know, someone, some of you are attached to fire people, fire and water. And we get that Six of Wands reversed, the reversal of victory, right? And even sometimes when you get wands in reverse, when that fire is reversed, we're talking about missing opportunities. You thought that you were headed towards success and that you nailed this, that you've got this in the bag, but there's only a delay. So I'm picking up now, especially with this Tower and the Six of Wands right under it, and then this Queen of Pentacles, that a lot of you Pisces are just emotionally frustrated and disappointed right now. That something that you've been dreaming of and hoping for and wishing for, the possibilities of a relationship, are all just crumbling and falling apart. So here in your future, when we get that Four of Swords reversed, the Four of Swords is always about taking a break, right? Sometimes it can mean someone who actually disappears and hides a little bit, okay? And sometimes it means a breakup in a relationship. And when this is in reverse, it actually means just very tired, and you've been trying to work at it, but you have to stop. And it can also mean rejection when the Four of Swords is reversed. But the interesting thing is that I kind of see this as a break, that maybe some of you Pisces in long-term relationships had to break up with someone, or even an argument that kind of separated you two, and that's why we have that Two of Wands, the joining of two forces here. Someone, especially if you're attached to someone with that fire energy, someone that is still attached to the relationship or attached to the connection with you. So when you get a Two of Wands, the interesting thing is that this is a card that's very positive. It represents partial success, not complete success. It just means preparation for change. It means that, and especially seeing that this Two of Wands is actually facing this Four of Swords. And based on the last reading for September that I gave you Pisces people, I did get a sense that some of you Pisces people were fed up with someone and you were just ready to, I'm done with you for now. I will get back to you later. And so some of you might actually have that fire energy, that other individual waiting around, wondering where you are. Maybe you're the one that's hiding or taking a break. And this leads into a Seven of Wands where, and I'm not necessarily seeing you, but I'm definitely seeing fire energy where someone is very defensive. They feel like they need to defend themselves. Maybe this leads into a little bit of an argument here. And also maybe for some of you, the other partner really wants to work things out. But at the same time, they're like, I'm not the one responsible for this breakup. I feel that you're being unfair to me. And that's where I'm seeing the Seven of Wands, the reaction of the other person. So I'm going to shuffle for this outcome card, Pisces, to see what's going to be, how all of this is coming to a head here. I have an Ace of Wands reversed. Okay, so I'm definitely feeling your energies working against or with someone with fire energy. Even if your person of interest or your partner isn't a fire sign as far as the sun sign, it's quite possible that in their house of love or in Venus, Venus might actually be, Aries actually might be near Venus in their area of love. But this this person, this Ace of Wands, this person seems to drop the ball here. Someone's going to disappoint you. Someone is just going to have a lack of direction and focus. They're spending so much time being defensive with you and wanting things to go their own way that they're kind of working against the energy of the Ace of Pentacles, the practical aspects of making this relationship work and moving forward in this new opportunity. It seems like they're getting in their own way. So I do feel some of you Pisces people, as far as your relationship, are dealing with someone who is a little bit stubborn here. And, you know, when you see the Tower, you see them dropping the ball. You see them disappointing you. You see them doing things that you feel are, you know, just really tearing down the relationship. And so you're going to need to deal with this Tower, because I feel like some of you are dealing with people who are making this Tower happen, that they're doing things that are constantly destructive to the relationship, and they cannot see outside of themselves. You know, when that fire energy gets very intense and you have some reversals, it can mean someone being very stubborn, someone who's unwilling to, who can't see beyond their own agenda. And some fire people can be that way, to get beyond their own agenda and see what works for both of you. But I kind of feel that in some ways there will be a larger shift. This is sort of minor. I'm not seeing it as the end all of some of these relationships, but it does mean that some of you are dealing with just trying to deal with making it work in the real life. You have hopes and dreams and a lot of ideals about this wonderful relationship. You feel emotionally attached, but at the same time, it seems like with the Pentacles, these practical aspects of the relationship keep getting in the way of you two really just making it work. Other relationships, children, family, divorce, all of those real life issues that sort of get in the way of your happiness and your dreams and your hopes of being in love with someone and having that soulmate. So Pisces, that was your reading for October. I hope you're enjoying the fall weather here. For some of you who are on the East Coast or in the Midwest, out here on the West side, yeah, just the usual sun and 70-degree temperatures. So I hope you're fine, Pisces. I will see you next month, and make sure you check out my promotions here for the Grand Romany Tarot, but also my relationship energy readings, where I look at the energy between you and your partner. So check those out, and I hope to hear from you. And I always wish you love and light, so take care.